Welcome back to Anthony Lee Raw. Guys, today I'm going to show you exactly how I made over $36,000 in the month of July on just a handful of simple trades. I'm going to show you the tools that I use and the steps that I use to manage these trades. I'm going to show you all this in less than 10 minutes. You can do exactly what I'm doing. Just follow along with me. Oh, by the way, all of these trades were taken with only a $3,000 account balance. I'm not trading with some massive account balance. Nothing wrong with those guys that do, but I'm comfortable at $3,000. So dive on in with me. Let's take a look. I'm going to kill the camera so we can see how I get this done. I'm going to show you a few of these trades real quick, and then we're going to show you exactly what I did to make this happen. So let's take a look. Here we go. I'm just going to scroll through these really quick, and then you can go back and look at them if you want. 6,800, 8,000, 600, 2,000, 900, 3,400, 15, 2,900, 1,800, 700, 1,100. Those are the trades, guys. I've put a few of them on the screen here. All of these were taken on the 4-hour or daily time frame, okay? I'm going to zoom in, show you exactly what I did. Let's start out with the first trade, okay? This trade down here at 59.7. Now, we were looking for this in advance. I gave this to the VIP Discord. Here it is, June 30th. I let them know we were looking to come take out these relatively equal lows into the box, target box that we had on the chart. And when we came down there, this is what we were looking for. I updated on Bitcoin is coming down to the levels with good divergences. And as soon as we came into the level, got the divergences, got the signal, we took the long trade. That is this trade right here. You can see we got the long trade. This indicator that I have on the chart is called Damien. Damien shows you 11 different indicators. It combines divergences from 11 different indicators: MACD, histogram, RSI, stochastic, momentum, money flow, you name it. 11 different ones. I built this indicator so that you don't have to clutter your chart with a bunch of indicators. If you get a divergence, a confirmed divergence, it gives you the signal and it lets you know which one it is. Like right here you had unbalanced volume. Over here you had histogram, RSI, stochastic, momentum. It gives it to you, so you do not have to do any of the work. It lets you know when they're there. You can only get this indicator at anthonyleeraw.com, my website, and go on over. Here's the indicators tab, and Damien is the first one listed. Go get your indicator. I only use that indicator and Bjorn. I combine the two, and that is all I do to make these profits. All right, so in this trade, I will show you how I combine them. We have the Damien indicator right there. We got in. What I want to see, pay attention, guys, what I want to see whenever we get the Damien indicator confirmed, I want momentum, which is down below on the Bjorn indicator. The multicolor line is momentum. When momentum is headed up, that means there's an aggressive move occurring, okay? When it's headed down, that means it's usually cooling off or going sideways. It does not mean price is going down. Price is headed in the direction of the dark color line. That is stochastic, okay? So again, when we get the signal up top, I want to look down below and I want volatility headed up. If it is headed down, I do not take the trade. Now in this case, it wasn't actually headed up. It was at the maxed out line. It can never go higher than this line. That's just where the top is. So it technically was headed up. It was just maxed out. So I knew I could take the long trade and I managed it down below on Bjorn. So almost immediately volatility flipped over on me again on the daily time frame. I took it on the daily. I stayed on the daily time frame. I never switched time frames. It started coming down. Volatility started coming down, which told me we were cooling off a little bit. So I wrote it out a little bit, and what I wanted to wait for it was watch and see the next volatility tick to the upside. And when that happened, if stochastic was headed up, I was going to ride it. If stochastic flipped down, I was going to close it. So we came on down, volatility ticked up, stochastic was headed to the upside. That let me know that my long trade was going to play out. I stuck in the long trade, and how did I know to get out? As soon as that volatility ticked to the sideways or down, as soon as that happened, I got out. And it ticked down on that candle right there, so I closed my trade, out, boom, gone, done, okay? Wrote it down, and actually we took some more of these trades in between. I'm just highlighting a few of these, okay? Let's go to the next trade. This trade is from 57.7. We were looking for this area in advance on the chart. I can show you here. We were looking for this, had the green box right here. I'm looking for that trade. So we were expecting that level. When we got down there, we got the Damien signal, okay? And as soon as we got the signal, I'll highlight it down low for you. I look down. Stochastic was headed up and volatility ticked to the upside exactly on that signal. So that let me know we were about to have a big aggressive move, right? Aggressive move because volatility was ticking up, okay? So I knew the move would be aggressive. Volatility was not headed down, it was headed up. Which direction was it headed? Stochastic says up, and we had confluence with the Damien divergent signal on 4 different indicators, okay? Ride it on up. As soon as you see it tick over right there to the downside, sideways or to the downside, right there, that is your get out signal. So close the trade right there, or you can stay in the trade if you like. But chances are when it ticks to the side on your volatility meter, you're either going to reverse directions or get just a little pullback before continuation higher, okay? Over $8,000 on that trade. Now let's look at these two most recent trades here. This is actually the same trade setup that I entered twice. And how I did that was I entered the trade initially right here on the Damien signal. You can see, I'll back it up so you can see in real time what this looked like on Bjorn. Backed it up to there when you got the signal. Bjorn was headed up. Got the short signal on the daily. Bjorn was headed up. Stochastic was headed down. I entered the short trade. Let me move this all the way out. And so we tracked this all the way down, and I entered this trade twice. I'm going to show you why. So we came on down like this, and I closed the trade here, okay? Why did I close the trade here? Well, if you look down below, as soon as stochastic ticked back to the upside right there on that candle right there, I closed the trade. Boom. That was my $3,400 profit trade right there. It came back up to here. We were still under the same sell signal. This never flashed a green buy signal anywhere down here. So I was still looking for sell targets. And when we came back up, you can flash back down below at Damien. Stochastic flipped it back to the downside as volatility flicked back to the upside. So I knew we were fixing to have a strong continuation to the downside. So I re-entered my short right here, and I was able to get two trades out of the deal and make over $6,500 on this one trade setup just by managing it on Bjorn, okay? Volatility is headed down. You get in the trade in the direction of your trade. As soon as volatility ticks to the sideways or stochastic flips on you, you close the trade. If you get it flipped back your way while you're still under the signal, you can re-enter and head down and take profits, guys. So that's how I got into these trades. Again, I only use this on the 4 hour and up, but you can use it on any time frame. I'll show you some 4 hour, what it looks like on the 4 hour, and you can see you just can't beat this indicator. You will never find anything like it. Signal gone, signal gone. Even got this most recent one that is currently playing out. Signal gone, signal gone. All these are extremely profitable trades, guys. You cannot beat this. You can only get it at AnthonyLeeRaw.com. 4 hour and up. A lot of people use it on lower time frames. We'll look at the 15-minute. I don't use it on 15-minute. I'm not a big scalper, but for those of you that are, still really good trades playing out here, guys. 15 minutes. Look at this. 15 gone. 15 gone. All these profitable trades. Of course, you're rarely going to hit a home run on a 15-minute time frame, but you can get some good sniper entries on the 15-minute time frame. I just happen to be 4 hour and up. To each their own. AnthonyLeeRaw.com. This is how I do it. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time.